Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make an exaggerated ruffle organza design for an off-shoulder dress. So you're highly welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so these are the major items that I'll be needing for this project, and I'll be using a full length of 45 inch, which is the round shoulder, and a width of 4 inches. So this I actually arrived at this calculation based on the circumference of the shoulder. Okay, so the next thing I do is to cut out this fabric, then secure the edge together in my sewing machine. The next thing I do is to flip it inside out, and when I'm done flipping it inside out, I'll go ahead and iron it. Okay, so when I'm done ironing it, the next thing I do is to mark out 1.5 inch. You can decide to use 1 inch depending on how close you want the ruffles to be. So I mark 1.5 side by side to the end of the fabric. So I go ahead to iron out my organza with a low heat. I use 2.5 yards of organza for this project, and I used a width of 9 inch to fold it all through the 2.5. Okay, so then I cut it out and join the sides together. So it's actually important to iron it out so that it will look a bit neater before you go ahead to sew it. Okay, so I joined the two sides together and also flip it out just like I did on the base. So the next thing I do is to iron out my organza, and after ironing that, I mark 8 inches side by side just like I did on the base, where I marked 1.5 inches on the fabric. So these 8 inches will be gathered on those 1.5 inches, okay, respectively. So do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So the next thing I do is to set my machine stitches to 5, which is actually the gather stitch. Then I kind of sew on those lines. So after sewing on those lines, I gathered it up just the way I'm doing it now. You can just decide to please gather it, okay, but I decided to pull the thread so that it will gather to my taste. Okay, so you can decide to to just do a little pleating on it to save you time and energy. Okay, so this is what you do all through the organza. So the next thing I do is to stitch up on each of these lines. Don't forget I said that I'll be gathering this up on the 1.5 inch lines, which is at the base. That is the material. So at the tip here, I also gather it up again to get a neater finishing. So I gather it up, then stitch it up this way. I don't want the rough side to actually come out at the side, and I don't want the organza to match up into the zip allowance. So I kind of gathered it the other way, then continued gathering the 8 inches on the 1.5 inch, just the way you were seeing it on this camera. So like I said earlier, I'll be gathering up these 8 inches on the base, which is the 1.5 inches that I marked on the base. Okay, so in case you're confused, just look at the way I'm doing it, and I think it's self-explanatory. Okay, So this is what it looks like, and I hope you're enjoying this video. Please always ask questions, drop your questions on the comment section. I'll be right there to answer you. Okay, so this is the upper bodice that I'm working with. This is actually an off-shoulder dress, and I'll be attaching this organza ruffle from the zipper allowance, which is the back side, to the other side of the zipper allowance. So the next thing I do is to actually match it up, okay, to make sure that it's actually going to go round the shoulder. So when I'm sure about that, I go ahead to secure it with my pin. So when I'm done securing my pin, I make sure that I finish it up in such a way that, you know, the organza will not get to the zipper allowance, so it won't be obstructing the zip from opening and closing. Okay, so this is the way I actually pinned it on my fabric, so that when I sew on it, it will be extremely neat. So I go ahead to, you know, to pin the other side, and that part that I'm pinning is actually the part that I'm going to sew on. Okay, so this is me trying to secure my ruffle base on the upper bodice. So what I do is to open up the layers of this organza where I actually pinned, okay, and where I actually gathered also. I stitch it up, okay, on the bodies. Okay, so I unpin it and stitch it up. So by doing this, I'm actually hiding the stitches, so no one can easily predict how you actually secure these ruffles on your dress. You will think that you actually, you know, overlaid it on the dress, not knowing that it actually have a base where you actually attach the ruffles first. So this is me trying to fit it on my mannequin, and this happens to be so beautiful, and I hope you all love this outcome. So this is the back side and this is the zipper side, so it all look, you know, neat and sitting pretty, no obstruction. So this is my client trying to fit the dress, and she actually loved the results of this dress. So I hope you love this content, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any content idea, you can just drop it, okay, on the comment section. Thank you so much for the 1000 subscribers. I really appreciate. So see you in my next video. Bye.